student men's eights. It's the Temple with University of London A on the left of our picture, and Magdalene and Sidney Sussex College composite crew from Cambridge University on the right.
A very aggressive start there from the Cambridge colleges, which is the right thing to do. This London crew is University of London are renowned for having good student eights here, and this is a good chunk of their intermediate eight that raced at Bucks and finished fourth.
I am so excited today. I've seen this composite Cambridge College crew racing a couple of times now, and they really have had an amazing season, unbeaten in Cambridge, and Magdalene dominating. But Sidney Sussex sitting there in different colours, different ore. You can see there in the 4-seat of that composite crew, Dimitri Slipenkin, 19 years of age, first ever Henley Regatta. Oh, sorry, I'm picking the wrong crew for a second, I beg your pardon. In the 4-seat, it's Hugo Durwood, of course, for the Cambridge composite crew. Apologies, Hugo. And, well, look at that. It's a turn-up, isn't it? The composite Cambridge crew is leading the University of London at this stage, but London, well, it looks to me like they've still got some power in those legs. Let's see what can happen.
I'm glad you picked out Dimitri. Actually, he only started rowing 2 years ago. Actually, so it's well worth picking him out because he has it's phenomenal to pick up the sport and then be racing at this level. So well done to Dimitri. Good to see you in there. And this is a close race. Looks like it's just swung over to UL though. They've just got a couple of feet there.
Yeah, I think UL have got a bit of extra power there, and you'd be surprised if the Cambridge College composite crew could turn that over. And as we rejoin the race live approaching Remen, and well, University of London have started to open up a lead. The question for them now is, can you get to a little bit of clear water to be confident to ease back even further? But I've got to say, all credit to this Cambridge College composite crew. It's got a blue, a goldie, and some Cambridge lightweights in there, but it's not. The boat race crew is a bit of a mixture, and to be hanging on to the top University of London crew here, well, credit to them.
Yes, great to see a talented Cambridge College crew like this racing. It's fantastic, and yes, again, University of London, they're just sort of hanging on to that lead, but it's not walking away easily for them,
Yeah, that's right. The purple, the University of London crew on the left-hand side of the picture. Nice, strong rhythm there, nice and long. But the conditions, I think, a little bit blustery. The blades may be moving around a little bit. They need to perhaps think about sharpening up and keeping their heads cool and embedding the technique they'll need if they want to go all the way through this Temple hard-fought student men's 8 competition. Looking down the track now, we can see London. Looks to me like they've capitalised on that advantage even further, opened up clear water. It's much harder now for the composite crew from Cambridge to keep on terms with them.
I can definitely feel for the rowers out there, actually, which occasionally you do see the odd blade clip or catch the wind, because it's actually quite puffy today. Even in the commentary box, Matt, we're occasionally having the commentary notes fly around and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of unpredictability to it.
Unpredictable, I think, is the word for the weather at Henley today, and that adds something to the competition. You don't quite know what's going to hit you where in the course. You can see the wind picking up, the sun's out, then it's dark again, and makes it all the more challenging for these crews. But right now we're looking at the backs of the University of London crew. Rory Gilligan in the bow seat, Kevin Borup at 2, Dan Gorenkin at 3, Dimitri Slipenkin we talked about earlier at 4, Yana Shakespeare at 5, Jake Fiji at 6, Ben Hallhouse at 7, and stroke by Archie Hilda, Cox by Rose Lewis.
And the coach Hugo Gulliver at UL as well, obviously sort of running a very good programme here. I picked up that during all the lockdowns, when it's really hard to motivate yourself and get the training and get the volume in, they were running a sort of a dusk till dawn challenge to see how much mileage you could clock up on the bike, the ergo, or in your running around your local park, which I think is a great way of motivating people to get some training done.
It's been a time for creativity and training, and no bad things, forced experimentation. I think lots of habits that we'll all want to continue from that, and one of the habits that the University of London A crew will want to continue is the habit of winning at Henley. They'll be delighted to get through this round and cross the line first. And, well, huge credit to the composite crew from Cambridge, unbeaten in Cambridge throughout the last 12 months, and absolutely no shame to be defeated by the top crew at the University of London as a composite crew from the Cambridge colleges. Well done, University of London, winning this round of the Temple.